God bless you.
It is another Sunday here in United Kingdom. And we are here at Ethereum Mission UK, the Center for Spiritual Empowerment and Life Mastery. Here, our vision is that of a very unified world in which everyone is a catalyst that is activating and promoting the innate good in one another. With this vision, we are on a mission. And that mission is to grow visions and to transform lives. That is what this center is known for. We are located at 58 Gorange Park Avenue, Mitcham, CR4 2DG. And we meet every Sunday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. And on Wednesdays from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. as well. Today is a Sunday. And we are here for our Sunday service. Sure. It promises to be a spirit-led service that we begin with our meditation, after which we will all remind ourselves of our vision as Ethereum Mission. And then I'll come again and I'll introduce the teacher of the day. But for the very ones in the building, I'll take you through the few protocols that we have here. We have 4 fire exits in the building. 1 behind me, 2 on my left, and 1 straight ahead of me. In the event of any fire outbreak, we are not expecting any fire drill today, so if you hear any fire, please, we go through these doors and we meet at Fist March. That is the park next to Gorange Park Avenue. We also have 2 places of convenience, just right at the back. That is one of the fire exits just straight ahead of me. During the course of service and you need to ease yourself, you go through those doors and then you use any of those toilets that we have at the back. They are unisex, so any one of them will be okay for you. For the very ones in the building, shall we please be upstanding and sing our opening song from our Christ Age hymnal number 74, All Hail the Power of Christ Within.
All hail the power of Christ within. 2.
All hail the power of Christ within.
Let man come prostrate for. Let man come prostrate for. Bring forth
the royal diadem and crown him, 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 and crown him Lord of all. Crown him anointed ones of God, who from the depths of cold, who from the depths of cold, exalt him now upon his throne, and crown him, 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 and crown him Lord of all. Ye chosen ones among his fold, he who his word obey, he who his word obey. Hail him who saves you by his face, and crown him, 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 and crown him Lord of all. Let every kindred, every tribe, on the terrestrial hall, on the terrestrial hall, to him all majesty ascribe, and crown him, 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 and crown him Lord of all. Shall we have our seats? Today, our meditation technology is locational processing. Locational processing. It's a 2-step process where you first identify an item, a place, something that you want to gain your attention. And the next stage is you feel yourself in what you have identified. You experience whatever it is with all your 5 senses. You embody whatever it is fully with all your 5 senses, soaking all its attributes within you. And then you direct that energy towards whatever that you seek to achieve. So, with our eyes still open, I would want us to locate one item in our homes. One item. You can focus on the color, be it your TV, whatever it is in your house, your flower pot or anything. Just locate that item in your house. At this very moment, feel you in that item that you have identified. Experience what this item is with all your 5 senses. What is the color of this item that you have identified? What is the smell of this item? What is the texture? What is the sight of this item? Good. Now locate something in this temple. Just look around. Look around. And locate something in this temple that has caught your attention. Now locate you in this item that has caught your attention. Observe how it feels. The texture of this item, the color of this item that has caught your attention. Good. Good. Now we get ready to go within. With your next in and out breath, gently allow your eyes to close. For starters, simply locate you right in your body. By this, feel you present in your body, observing every sensation in your glorious body temple. Scanning through your body with your in-breath right from the sole of your feet to the crown of your head, and with your out-breath from the crown of your head to the sole of your feet. Good. Now locate you in your heart. Find you stationed in your heart. Observe how your heart is pumping. Feel this vibration that is happening in your heart. Observe the red blood that is just going round in and out of your heart. Observe the tenderness of this heart. Good. Good. Now we go beyond our bodies. And today, we are going to locate ourselves in the elements. So, we locate ourselves in the air. The air is all around us. It's all over the place. Now locate you in the air. Be one with this spirit of the air. And embracing what the air is with all your senses. Feel the warmth of this air. As the air is breathing you in and out, observe its vibration that is given to your entire body. Oh yes, we do not see this air, but when it's operational, we feel it. Feel the air around you. You can choose to locate yourself at the beach and feel the air that is blowing all around you. And as you feel the virtues of the air all around you, with every in-breath of the air that consumes you, it renews you with the power of life. Let this renewal energy renew whatever needs to be renewed in your life. Good. Now locate you in the sun. The sun that is all the way far up in the skies locates you in the sun. Be there in the sun and one with the sun. Feel the temperature of the sun. Observe the brightness of this sun. The sun energizes us. So as you feel the temperature, the brightness of this sun, Feel the transformative powers of the sun as well. And as you feel, observe, experience the transformative powers of the sun, let this power transform whatever needs to be transformed in your life. Good. Now locate you in the waters. Locate you in the middle of the ocean. Right in the middle of the ocean. Observe the waves that are emerging of the ocean. Observe the bubbles. Right in the middle of the ocean. Observe the infinite fishes. That are all around you. Observe the big and small fishes all displaying their beautiful swimming skills. Feel the temperature of the ocean. Observe the vastness of the ocean. And now, let the restorative powers of the ocean restore you to the fullness of your God essence. Good. Now we locate ourselves all the way deep in Mother Earth. Go as deep as you can. Observe the darkness in the womb of Mother Earth. The womb of sacred darkness of Mother Earth. Be there. That place that takes a seed and rebirth it into a plantation. Be in that place. And as you are there, let all your five senses experience and observe the multiplicative energy of Mother Earth. Let the whole you experience the stabilizing force of Mother Earth. Now let this energy, the stabilizing power of Mother Earth, keep you stable in what God is as you. And when God is what God is as you, observe that you with all your senses. The you that is renewed with every breath of life that inhales you. The you that is transformed into perfection. The you restored in divinity. And the you forever stable as a unit of life. Brethren, we get ready to bring the session to an end. So we once again locate ourselves back in our physical bodies. Feel you once again in your glorious body temple. And now, let all the energies of wherever that our spirit went begin to energize you in your physical body. Choose to let this energy of renewal, energy of transformation, energy of restoration, energy of stability, power itself in any part of your body. Good. Good. Oh, Spirit of the air, Spirit of the fires, Spirit of the waters, and Spirit of the earth. We have embodied you as our lives. We have felt what you are in your glorious selves. We know you have renewed, transformed, restored, and stabilized us in the fullness of our God essence. That which is of you is now that which is of us. We feel you. We smell you. Or we taste you. We see you. And we experience the fullness of you as our lives. We are so grateful. And we accept your perfect work done in our souls. Brethren, with the next in and out breath, holding it for 3 seconds. And with our next in and out breath once again, we gently allow our eyes to open. Thank you. End of session. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. Well, I wanted all of us to do the vision call, but we will call on Melina Aqua to give us the vision call.
God bless you. Let us remind ourselves of the vision call. The Ethereum Mission Vision Call is a statement of faith. Its message directly appeals to the soul and empowers it. In it is embodied the Ethereum Christ vision, which states, see the good and the divine in yourself and in all of life. Life is at Congress, working for our highest good and the good of the universe. We are here as conscious and active participants in life's effort to establish the kingdom of God, which embraces all of humanity, irrespective of their race, creed, or culture here on earth. We are the divine expressions of God, determined to make this happen through our practical applications of our Christ vision, which draws us to see the good and the divine in ourselves and in all of life. We declare, knowing it to be true, that our lives are good is getting better, and our best shines. We are here on earth to do God and be gods of truth and love, and so we are.
And so we are.
Yes, we are certainly here on earth to do God and to be gods of truth and love. Now is the time for us to have the teaching of the day. And as you know, we are still on our metaphysics. Today, we are going into obsession and possession. And to take us through that teaching is our own Brother Kofi Dampare, taking us deeper and deeper once again in obsession and possession. But before he takes the podium, we know the song he loves, isn't it? We want him to sing so deeply so that he'll be able to give it to us very well. So, shall we please be all upstanding and give him the invitation song? Hymn number 195. Yes. When we give him that, we know he will give us the very best.
Immortal, invisible, God only wise to.
Immortal,
invisible, God only wise, enlightening, accessible, hid from our eyes.
O most blessed, most glorious, the ancient, all day, almighty, victorious, thy great name we praise. Unresting, unhasting, silent as night, unwanting, unwasting, thou rulest in might. Thy justice like mountains, thy soaring above. Oh, thy clouds which are fountains of goodness and love. To all life thou givest, to both great and small. In all life thou livest, the true life of all. We blossom and flourish as leaves on the tree, and wither and perish, but no change of thee. Great Father of glory, pure Father of light, thine angels adore thee, all veil in their sight. All out we would render, oh help us to see, 'tis only the splendor of thy great thee.
immortal, invincible God, only wise, delighting, inaccessible, hid from our eyes.
O most blessed, most glorious, the ancient of days, almighty, victorious, thy great name we praise.
God bless you. God bless you.
God bless you.
I thank you all for making me happy. Singing my favorite song. Sorry. Yes. Yes, immortal, invincible, God only wise. Life only wise. Life knows you best. And you know yourself best. And like he rightly said, the topic is possession and obsession. Obsession and possession is the same thing. One starts with a P and the other one starts with an O. Yes. We all know the topic, somebody who has been possessed and somebody who is obsessed. In our languages, we have these. What is? Please, let's be settled. Yes. Yes, everything is okay. Yes. So in our in the topic, like he rightly said, possession and obsession. What is possession, and what is obsession? The English dictionary, defines possession as the act of controlling. The act of controlling. If you are controlling something, if something that you own, so I own this thing, so I am controlling it. I am possessing it. It's mine. Your money is your possession. Your clothes are your possession. And everything that you control is your possession. Yes. Now, obsession, on the other hand, is an unhealthy and compulsive preoccupation with something or an idea. Something that controls you. You are possession, you are controlling it. Obsession, that is something that you are obsessed with an idea. Obsessed with an idea, obsessed with anything. That I'm obsessed with the color of her dress, so I see only red in everything. So long as it's red, in years ago they said when they started making cars, there was not that many colors. So they were only obsessed with the idea of the color black. So they said, any color, so long as it's black. Any color, so long as it's black. So the color was black, yes. Yes. Possession takes over, can be taken, possession is, you be taken in the spiritual world. Possession is something that takes over your being. That takes over your being. We all see this in movies, or even in lives, that something takes over you. Something takes over you, your body, and you are not the same. We know as Regina as somebody who is demure, who is, yes. And then suddenly, Sister Regina becomes a talkative and being insultive and being, that is something is taking control over. Something is taking over that the body and the consciousness of Sister Regina. Yes, that is possession. And it happens all the time. It happens all the time. And sometimes when you go to our fetishes in Africa, when the fetish priest is chanting and doing all his things, at a point, his or her voice changes. And then he or she will say, it is not him, that it is the power that is within him. I remember years ago when my mother was not so well, And then we couldn't. She had an accident. She had an accident. We've been through these. These days there's so much advancement in medical technology, so it's so easy to diagnose things. Those days they weren't, especially in Ghana. So we had to go through doctors, and they couldn't find the thing, what was causing. So at one point, they thought, maybe people start thinking, maybe my father started thinking, maybe it's something that is happening to my mother. So we went to this fetish priest on the way to his home. And then when we went there, the fetish priest told us, it is not him. He can't do anything. If it is something that is spiritually, he can't do anything. It is the power that comes within him that can do it. So if it's something spiritually, it can get rid of that thing. But if it's physical, then he told us straight. If it is the body, then I'm sorry, I cannot do anything. My job is spiritual. That's all. Take her to the hospital. So then I needed him. I assured myself, because I had just begun Etherean mission. You get me? So then now I knew properly spiritual. And so one day I was talking to the guru, and then I mentioned the guy's name. The guru said, "Oh, I know him." So I know guru doesn't go, Guru deals with higher things, higher fetishes. Not that he deals with it, but he knows them. So when I asked the name, Guru, do you know this? He said, "Oh yeah, I know him." Yes. So that is how possession is, something that controls you. Now obsession, on the other hand, yes, an idea, a concept, desire takes over you. When you are a child, when you bring two children, a black, Indian, or whatever race, and you bring them here, within minutes, these children, even though they can't speak each other's language, they can communicate and they can do everything. They can agree with themselves, and they will be playing. When children go to school, they just play. But as they grow, as like you and I, we keep pumping ideas into our heads, and then we become obsessed with these ideas, and then we leave it. It is becoming obsessed. So you see, excuse me, and we start getting ideas about other people. If you get me, sometimes you think, all black people are this, all white people are this. That sometimes we do start thinking, only because maybe somebody has given you an idea of his experience of something. And then you start believing it. You start believing it. And I remember when I was in school, before I got to secondary school, my mother told me, don't smoke. Because my father used to smoke a lot. And when he comes home, he used to smoke, and he was a hard person, smoke and drink a lot. So we all saw it. But my mother told us, don't do it. Even my father, he told us, don't do it. So I have the idea of the obsession that smoking is not, because when he comes and he's drunk and we are watching TV and we are in his way, he will just kick us. Hey, I bought my TV, I have to watch it. Meanwhile, he say, and then he will just, so I have the idea. So when we were kids, and then when I went to secondary school, the first thing I was obsessed with the idea of not smoking. But unfortunately, when I got to the higher secondary school thing, all my friends were smoking weed. But I have the idea of the idea of not smoking, because I saw what my father was doing with us. And then everybody, all my friends, those who were outside the smoking group, they all thought that I was a smoker, I was a weed smoker. But trust me, I've never done it before. Because I knew that I was obsessed with the idea of this one can do something bad to me. And my mother told me to. So that's why I'm saying the ideas, you get obsessed with ideas and it controls you. And luckily, it did help me because I stayed out of it and I stayed out of trouble. I was just talking to a friend of mine yesterday, and I said, one of my friends who was a very brilliant guy, very, very extremely brilliant, intelligent person, he continued with this habit of smoking weed, and then he didn't go anywhere. At one point, this guy, we were all sure that he's going to be a very intellectual person. He ended up being a gardener. I wouldn't say a gardener, but a laborer who was helping people. He was begging people for jobs. And this is somebody who threw his life away. He became possessed. At one point, he became possessed and then obsessed with the drinking. So he got into both things. So obsessed person behaves normally, but produces some effects of ideas. So you become obsessed, and then the idea that is being planted into you, that black people are this or white people are this, sometimes it's not like that. But you become such obsessed with those ideas. Yes, I was working with this guy, and then he was also obsessed with, he's a racist. It's not, but we had to be working with I had to work with him, and he was okay with me. At one point, when he saw me, he was, black person, I don't want to, and then at one point, we were working together constantly. And then he started opening up about how he became, I didn't ask him, but because I was nice with him and always, so he thought, this is not what I've been taught about black people. So don't forget, I'm talking about obsession. He said, this is not the way. So he started opening up to me. And then he said, do you have a family? I said, yeah, I have a family. Then he said, I have it. I asked him, do you have it? He said, yes, I have only one sister. And I don't even know where. When we put us in a room, we'll be fighting. We'll probably kill each other. So I don't know where he is. Somewhere in Braintree, and I'm here. And I said, you asked me why. So I asked him, why do you ask me if I have family? He said, they always have the idea of you guys are always killing each other, beating it, fighting. And I said, Rodney, sorry, excuse my language, sorry. I said, look here. Is that what you know about this? He said, then he asked me, do you have it? I said, yes. Whenever you hear me speaking on the phone at night, because we used to work at night on our own, when you hear me speaking, I'm speaking to my siblings. There's some in Ghana and there's in America. So we make a conference call and we'll be talking. He could not believe it. Because he's obsessed with the idea that, we are such, and then every day, from that day, this boy comes to work and expecting to see me. Because I was giving him so much idea. He was giving him a different perspective of life. You see, he has the idea of obsessed with the idea, and he had it. Unfortunately, I didn't finish my work, and I had to leave the job. And he phoned me. Kof, I go to work, and I sit down. He was there, and I sit down, and I'm expecting you to come through the door, and you never turned up. What is happening? I said, we all have to move on one way or the other. But I've taught him a little bit. But unfortunately, he went back because he had all the backing of that consciousness with him. So he couldn't, I don't know. We were in a group and then he had to leave because he was still there. So, now, there are agents of possession and obsession. But agents of obsession is ideas. Slowly, people will be pumping ideas and then you become obsessed with those ideas to fulfill them. Possession. There are agents of also possession. Agents can be lowly evolved spirits. Lowly evolved spirits. Sometimes, when I teach, when I teach, I like to make it an example so that how it can relate it with your life. I was talking to this guy, and then he was agents of possession is lowly evolved spirits. And then he said he had somebody who was a friend of his, and the friend was very, very rich, but he had gone for how to make money. In Africa, there's always these things spirit beings to help you to make money. But they always give you conditions. And the condition that they gave him was not to give money to anybody. If, like, he asked me money, I can't give it to him. I have to give it to her to give it to him. Right? And that was the guy's friend. And he said, at one point, they went out. And the guy who had done this thing, he had done the business, he was hungry. And he was alone. So he had to go out. And his friend was not with him. So and he was hungry. He said, I couldn't, because he had drunk a lot and he was very, very hungry. So in the end, he had to buy something. And as soon as you buy that thing, because the thing that you've made, the covenant that you've made with that lowly evolved spirit, was not to give money to anybody. So he had paid for the food. And that was the downfall. The money started going down. So he came to tell his friend, man, this is what I've done. But now I'm so relieved because I was always tensed. But since he's done it, the money is going down. He said, I'm so relieved that I want to stop. He said, hey, you want to stop this thing? He said, because when you go, there's so much things there. And then so he went to the place that he did the thing, and they told him, okay, you can stop. Only on one condition. They did everything to him, and for him. And he said, go out of Mitcham. Go from Mitcham town center to Amen Corner. Do not look. Do not turn your head. Just walk. Zombie, oh, zombie, zombie. Oh. So he had to walk straight. And the distractions in Ghana, Africa, you hear so much even here. You hear ping, ping, pom, pom, hey. And this guy had to walk straight. He said, if you turn your head, you'll be in Mitcham for the rest of your life. You'll be going mad. Yes, that was the condition. You see how these things are when they become possessed with these things? Yes. So in the end, he had to walk straight. And he said there was so much distractions. But because I want my freedom, so I managed to do it. This is what possession does to you. Those lowly evolved beings. You see, this is what they do to you. They make you weaker, and then they just be in control. And there's so many stories when it comes to these things. There's so many stories when you go to Africa about these things. Yes. Herbs can also make people hallucinate and get possessed. Because when you take on these drugs and all take these things, they make you a weaker person. And when you are weak, beings can control you. When you are weak emotionally, when you are weak spiritually, you open yourselves to these beings. At the same time, when you become so obsessed with ideas, somebody can slowly tell you something that you will not be, under normal circumstances, you will not be able to, you will not tolerate it. But this is what you make yourself. If you become possessed with possessed person is a weakened person, right? And obsessed, you open yourself to become weak, and then you'll be possessed by ideas, or you'll be obsessed. If you become become obsessed with an idea, something can creep in easily. Anything can creep in. And if you become possessed too, you open yourself to infinite challenges. Yes. Songs can possess you to become even a stronger person. Sometimes when we go to a funeral, they play songs, and then you even want to cry. Meanwhile, you don't cry under normal circumstances, but things that influence us to make touch us emotionally. It can also, on the other hand, can make you a stronger person, immortal, invincible, God only wise. That song takes me to a different place. Yes. Maybe he doesn't. Yes. But this may obsess and make individual, church music can make you a stronger person, or music in general, not necessarily church music, but music can make you do things. Sometimes you have these musicians, they do certain things that, there was one musician, I think the one who just, Osborne, at one point they said he beat the head of a mouse on stage. Under normal circumstances, he wouldn't do such thing. But because of the noise and the things that is going around, he became obsessed with the music. And then he beat I don't know how far it's true. He said it's not true. Well, I don't know. But that was a long time ago. Funerals are places where spirits hover around and could possess weak individuals. If you are weak, especially in Africa and Ghana. These days the funerals in Ghana are becoming like parties. So obviously people go and dance. But years ago, when there's a funeral, you go and it's Solomon, they drag things and they drag things before you realize, the spirit of the dead person is in that body. It's probably not the spirit of the dead person. The dead person is gone. But maybe because you've made yourself so emotionally weak, beings can easily attack you. And then the being will probably be saying what the dead person wanted to say, but not necessarily the dead person. Yes. Overexcitement and other emotional traits like jealousy, hatred, envy. Sometimes you have no idea what jealousy, jealousy, I would say, this is the basic things. What jealousy can do to partners. What it can happen. What jealousy can do? It can destroy your family. It can easily destroy your family. A man's phone is his private. A woman's phone is his private. Years ago, we didn't have phones. So when your wife or your husband is doing something, you probably will not see. But these days, it's all online. And if you don't want a headache, and you go and open your partner's phone, you have they say in Ghana, if you I don't know how we say fifi if when if you go digging, yes, if you go digging, you see exactly what you want to see. Somebody's phone is minding his own business. Leave it. Because men, we have our phones. And women, we have our phones. When you go to a woman's phone, all you see is amazing. When you go to a man's phone, all you see is, God bless you. God bless you. Yes. So we are all different. We are all different. Just allow me. Yes. So, jealousy and hatred are all traits of, when you become so jealous, you open yourself to be controlled by somebody. You open yourself to be controlled by somebody. Just this morning, somebody sent me a clip. Normally, I don't watch this thing, but he just sent me. So I said, there's a woman minding her own business, and then a neighbor came. Oh, I saw your husband with somebody. So he said, well, are you sure? What color of the dress shirt was he saying? The normal shirt. It's okay, let's go. So as the woman opened the door for her friend, when you open the door, you let whoever is. So you open the door, and then as the friend went out, he shut the door. She shut the door. You go and I don't want to go and see my husband I don't want any headache. What he's doing, let him mind his own business. I have my yes. So then the woman said, how do you come? And said, no. Take your wahala away. I beg. I don't want any problem. Yes. So possession possession, like I have to keep saying it, possession is like being somebody in control over something. Obsession, on the other, is ideas and concepts about things. Yes. Psychically charged places, like we come here, we do the healing service. We do our healing service, and the place becomes charged. And then you absorb the good things around. Certainly, there are good beings and there are negative beings. The negative beings want to control you. The good beings will never control you. They will impart something so that you know what you are. Now, there's target of possession and obsession. Every individual has a psychic or aura around him. Everybody. Sometimes you see somebody and all you see is happiness. All you feel is happiness. You see somebody or hear somebody and you feel sadness. You are picking up the vibrations. When the guru comes here, everybody is happy. Sometimes when I come to church, everybody is happy. Because, when I come and stand here, you go home with some smile. I lie? I know lie. Yes. So every individual has a psychic or aura around him or her that is reinforced or weakened by their dominant thoughts or belief system. So if you believe certain things for yourself, that is what you portray. That is what comes out, because people, you see, like I said, if you see somebody, he's always happy, he's always jovial. People think, Kofi, as for you, you don't have problems. They say, hey, you think so? But one thing I always say to people, it's either you see it half empty or half full. And I tend to see it half full. So I go. In the end, we are all dead. The other day, I was in a queue. We went to Aldi. And then this Aldi, they have this queue for the tills, always on this side. But I was coming from this side, and then I saw another queue too here. So I joined that queue. So I thought maybe there's the new queue. But those who come to that shop always, there's this guy, and then they joined this queue. Oh, then I realized, but this woman in front of me, he forced to join the queue. I said, okay. So I went. So the guy, there was a guy standing there, and he just looked at me, and he said, you are in the wrong queue. You can be in front of me or behind me, whichever. I said, I'm not in a rush. He said, I'm also not in a rush. Let's sit there. And then we got talking about, I don't know what we were talking about. And then the thing that I said to the person, the guy in front of me, a nice English gentleman, I'm not in a rush. For me, all roads leads to the cemetery. I'm not in a rush to get there. and the guy just looked at me. And he stopped for about 20 seconds. It's true, I'll keep that. I said, yes, that is something that I've imparted on you now. I said, all roads lead to the cemetery. I'm not in a rush. If you are in a rush, get rush to get there. Maybe I want to be go and pay my till, go and pay my things. And then he just sat there. He just stood there and looked at me. He said, I'll keep that. I said, yeah, thank you. God bless you. And I said, yes. You see, this is just, I've got to know him. We just started talking, and he picked up something from me. I don't have to be spiritual, but I just told him, it all leads to the cemetery. I lie. Well, yes, I know lie. God bless you. Yes. When you fear, people, there are people who always fear. So all their aura is about fear. And it's always devil. It's always things. So you go to them, and all you pick up was devil, 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 devil. You don't want to go around such people. I have cousins. Every day they tell me, let's go to church. And they always talk about miracles and miracles. I said, you alone, being alive alone is a miracle. You are being alive alone, but they are alive, and constantly I tell them but they are not picking up the thing from me. And there's no matter how much I tell them, they have all this at the back of their heads, of their minds, that there's a fear thing that said, I'm not I don't live like you. You know, I don't live like you. Emotionally weak people have broken psychic shields. So they allow themselves to be controlled. You know, you can easily allow yourself to be controlled when you are emotionally weak. Because anybody says something, you pick it up, and then you want it to lead you. You know, you have to be a strong person. We are all strong beings. Trust me, we are all strong beings. But like I said, as we grow up, we start picking up things, and then we become afraid, or we allow ourselves to be controlled, or controlled, or become obsessed with things. Yes. Thoughts and ideas are picked up from everywhere. Thoughts and ideas are picked up from everywhere, from books, from films, from adverts. Sometimes you do not, especially, there are more women here than the men. So I think I can say it, Papa. Yes, I know I have to be very careful, but I have you with here. You are so yes. You see these catalogs and all these dresses and all these shoes and all these things. Men only buy shirts and trousers, and maybe a shoe. The women, every day you have new design, new taste, new this. And I have 2 women in my house and 2 men, blokes. I hardly buy anything for myself. But every day, King Kong, then I go and open Amazon. King Kong, I haven't bought anything. I don't have anything. All because of adverts. Adverts are controlling these women in our society. And every woman, no matter how rich or how not so rich, they have certain things, and it's in your wardrobes. Advert is controlling. And people are making this, and when you buy, yesterday, I'll tell you something that is funny. My wife has, they saw trainers. Oh, this trainers is nice. I want it. So the fellow woman in my house, they bought the trainers for her. So yesterday we had to go somewhere, and my wife wore the thing. So now when we got there, my wife took coffee minty me nanti. So I said, I beg you. I said, I didn't buy this thing for you, you know. And then my wife was like, coffee minty me nanti. Yeah, let's go. So we got to the place. When we got back, he said, I will wait again. I said, she only wore it once. I said, if I had said, don't buy it, you said, no. And when you tell them, don't buy it, oh, where did you buy this shoe? Oh, Mitoya check. I bought it a long time ago. I know somebody here sitting down, he bought a bowls, long time. I know. They are still in storage. She hasn't even used one. I didn't mention any names. And I'm not looking anywhere, I'm looking here. God bless you. Mm-hmm. And my wife has those same bowls, and we've never used it before. You know how much they cost? Yes, I know. They're all there. I bet you have some. Yeah. It cost a lot of women. They bought it. When I grow, when I'll use it in future. They never used it. They all have theirs. My wife has. There were so many series of bowls. They are getting less and less because people are stealing them. She doesn't even know. I have to tell her people it's being stolen. We are saying, God bless you. See? So that is the ideas that people put in through advertisements. Oh, it's nice. You can cook. And they cook and then nobody even eats it. God bless you. Yes. So like I said, this is just by the way. It's all this is an obsession, and then yes, you become, they control you. But be you. Be you. The guru has only one shoe. Only recently somebody bought him another pair of shoes. And he's happy with it. And he told us in the service, somebody bought me. He said, I go when I don't need, I just wear one shoe. And that's it. Yeah, be you. When the guru is dancing, he has his own way of dancing. I beg. That's all I know. You cannot, yes. So be you. Be in control of you. This is funny, but just be in control of you, because if you are not, you open yourself to people's ideas and people's, and also beings to control you. You see, be you. When you step into space of power, love, and sound, yes, as in Timothy, 2 Timothy 1:7, no external being can control you. No external power can control you. Be you. Because I don't need something special. I want to be me. I want to be like you. People can talk. What they talk about it's none of yours. Shouldn't be your problem. Shouldn't be your problem. But unfortunately, sometimes people always want to go at the. I'm not saying buying people's into people's ideas or bad. People's ideas but be you. If the idea is good, fair enough. It is okay. If it suits you, go on and have it. If it doesn't, you do not have to force yourself. You are not answerable to any being. Yes. So here are some practical ways to be in control of yourself. Cultivate an independent thought. So you do not, like I said, be you. They are saying this, they are saying that. This is what I want. This is what I want. When my daughter where she finished his form, and then she said, I said, like an African family, and so you have to go to university. And she said, no, I am not going to university. No, I know where I want to go. And all the family, my cousins, Refa, please go to university to help you. She stood her ground and she said, no, I am not going. And when you ask her, or she said, they are getting on my nerves. When people come to her house, she will quickly get away. Or she will squeeze her face, and you make sure you won't talk about it. Because she stood her ground. And she got her way too. And I said, then eventually, after that, my other siblings, he said, Daddy, we didn't want to go to university, but you forced them. I said, I'm sorry, I told you, but you could have stood your ground like your sister did. But because you didn't, when you bought into my idea of going to university, and now he said, we owe students a loan. And the younger one said, I don't owe any loan, so I can buy the things that you don't want me to buy. So I said, and she told me straight in the face, I can buy those things, and they can buy those things because they bought into your idea of going to university. I didn't buy it. So that's the difference. So if you stand your ground, yes, have an independent mind, and then be mindful of your friends, because friends can also influence you to do things that you probably, it's not your nature. Yes. Choose the right company. Choose the right company. Some people, you do not have any option, but you have to deal with them. But with your friends, choose people who can enhance your life. Yes, people who can enhance your life. People who can, of course, like the guy I was working with, I didn't choose him, but we had to work with him. I had to work with him. And I didn't impose that you have to think like there's nothing wrong with it. I said, this is my life. I am a happy being. And he was unfortunately not so happy a person. So he slowly, he didn't buy into the idea of, but he slowly became aware of some aspects of life. So he became happier, but unfortunately, he had to leave. Choose the right company, like coming to Ethereum mission. We do not say something is bad or something is good. Like the Guru always says, nothing is good, nothing is bad. Everything in its right place is the best. Yes. So you don't go to a church and then they will tell you something is there's something. You don't come to Ethereum mission to tell you this. No. Avoid making victims of deceptions by false prophets. Yes. Avoid making yourself victims of false deception. Yes, because false prophets, there are so many of them everywhere these days. And it's so much in Africa. There's so much in Africa. And it's all because people are not opening themselves to learn. They don't open themselves to learn. If I remember there's Barry, Mr. Grandad Cotes of Blessed Mary's son. Barry was here and he said he never understood these Nigerian films because he said my mom used to always watch it. But he never understood it because if somebody is sick, why don't you take him to the hospital instead of taking him to a pastor? You see, all I'm trying to say is learn more. If pastors cannot do anything. I was talking to a friend this morning who has got a new place. Somebody's offered him, somebody built a house years ago in Ghana. The couple are in Germany. They are all dead now. So the children said, oh, you can live in the house because we'll be coming there, but not as often, So you can live in the house. And then the house it's been deteriorating for about 10 years. Nobody's lived in the house. So this friend of mine is doing what he have to do. And she said, oh, I have to get a pastor to go and pray in there. I said, my friend, when you go and ask this pastor, he will tell you so many things that you will eventually go there and come. I said, you go to church. When you were looking for those things, because he was in dire straits, she wanted accommodation, and somebody gave you this thing. Did the pastor help you? No. I said, yes. So go and pray. Then I gave him the kingdom of God is where? Within you. So go and pray. The power of the zeal with which you seek this, and you got it. Use that same energy to pray. And I told her, there's nothing in that house that is going to destroy you. The power that helped you to get that thing will protect you. So if you like, go and pray. But don't go and, if you go and see this, then you are there, the pastor is minding his or her own business. You brought yourself. They will manipulate you. He said, I didn't know. I said, yeah, go and pray. So a lot of these pastors and these things are there, and their main reason is to control. So don't fall for these things. Herbs are used to strengthen your psychic field, and there are others too that can weaken the field, your psychic field. There are herbs like weed. I told you years ago about when a friend of mine, he was smoking weed so much. He went with his friends the parents were out. The parents were at work, so he and his friends they were living in a boys' quarters, and he said, me and my friends, we smoked weed so much because we were living in the countryside, and we planted it ourselves, and we were smoking it, and we were enjoying it. But one day he said that we were smoking it, and I did this. I had crossed my leg, and I was smoking it. And when we wanted to go out, I told my friend, I can't find my leg. Yes. When the blood stop flowing, you think it's dead. And they say, foolishly enough, my friends were looking for my leg. That is what herbs can do to you. They were looking for my leg. And then at a point, he said, oh, if we can't find it, let's go. So the friends were going to me, I can't find my leg, and my friends were leaving me. And then after, I found it. I said, look at him. He said, after that day, I stopped smoking. Because if my friends will leave me after losing my leg, that means they are not good friends. So he said, after that day, Kofi, I stopped smoking. I said, yes. These are the one of the things about herbs. Weed is a herb. They are weed that you can use if you know the know-how. If you have the know-how, you can use it to create a lot of things. In the Ethereum mission, we teach these things, but it's not. That is why we have the herbal clinic in Ghana, because you know what to use and to do so many things, psychically and even physically. And then there are fake possessions by some priests to foster faith in members. Like that a friend of mine was saying, they can make you, they can make things that they can make you think that there's a spirit being in something. You get me? They can make you think to make you take more control of you. They can make you believe certain things, and they can make you believe like that. Like a friend of mine says, when I come and pray for you, oh, I felt this energy here, I felt this energy here, I felt this energy here. So you have to be you start believing in them. You start believing in them. And then they could take control over you. So all these are practical applications of the topic. You know, not to make yourself so susceptible to all these things. And sometimes there are messages from hidden spirits. Hidden spirits. Spirits that you can't see. You go to these pastors and they will tell you there are messages from a spirit. If a spirit wants to talk to you, if God wants to talk to you, if life wants to talk to you, life will deal with you straight. Life is not shy of you. Or you have to pick up things from, because you have to be intuitive. You have to be open to life. But if you allow yourself, you can also allow yourself to be controlled by these spirits, hidden spirits. I remember there was years ago I went to my mother because of my mother's illnesses. We went to somebody said, "Oh, there's this man who can do something." So my mother, when you are sick, you become, because we can't find the thing. So I took my mother to the place. And then the man said, "Oh, yeah, I can do something. I'll talk to my people." And then the man did this to the wall. And then he said, "There's a spirit being there." So the spirit being was talking to the man. So my mother was sitting there, he was looking at the man. And then he said, "I was there. I was back." And then when we left the place, so I said, "Mommy," so the man said, "We have to bring this." He said, you are a kid. Did you not see the man is a ventriloquist? Did you not see him when he tapped the door? Did you not look at his lips? Ventriloquists, they can close their lips and they will still be talking. So I said, "It's true." So my mom said she's not going there anymore. But me, I wanted to see. So one day, I had it before I joined the Ethereum mission. So one day one said, "Oh, okay, I'm going to try and see the man." So I went to the man again and I gave him a fake challenge. So the man went to the wall, and then I heard him. I saw his thing moving. I said, "My mother is smart too." When you are 17, 19, you don't think about it, because I never thought people would do such crooked things. So I say, "Hey, my son, this woman is smart. If you like, go. But me, I'm not going to this man. He's a liar." These are the hidden spirits that they can make you believe that there are things there. Sometimes, most of times, there's nothing. It's you changing your environment. You thinking positive. That can only heal you. Yes. And then there are also people speaking in tongues. Yes. People speaking in tongues. If I speak aloba, loba, 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 and I can't translate it to you, does it make any sense? No. But in some churches, you have to speak tongues. Mr. Kute said one day he went to church and they were speaking, and then he was, because he was the only person not speaking tongues, so he was forced to start speaking, speaking in tongues. And because people, why are you not doing it? Why are we all doing? So he said, Kofi, what I was saying, I didn't. He said, and everybody said, yeah, he's speaking in tongues. He said, I was making my own tongues. And how they understood it, I don't know. But I was saying things that it was just coming from me. Yes. In 1 Corinthians 13 to 39, it talks about tongues and about you. If somebody is speaking and you don't understand it, there's no point. Because if life or God wants to talk to you, is God shy of you? It will probably life shine probably to come through so many ways. But it doesn't need to speak a language that you do not understand, which even the pastor himself does not even understand. Yes. Does this make you holy? In some churches, it makes you holy. There's a church one day. There's a small church. He said, the guy had a church, and he said, now there are sometimes when people are in speaking in tongues and they become possessed, sometimes all these things are fake. And then the pastor said to them, if you break something here, you will pay. Because sometimes when they are in those things, they just fall down and then break the speaker or break something. And because they are in possessed, they don't charge them. And before the pastor said, we are going to pray. If you ever break something, you will pay. Nobody did anything anymore. So now they were praying properly. You see? Yes. If you break something here, you will pay. Meanwhile, your collection is less than the speaker. So let me pray properly. Before he said, if you break something, you pay. Yes. So it doesn't make you holy. Being in speaking tongues or being in a trance or throwing yourself, a good spirit will never, ever do such thing to you. A good spirit or a enlightened spirit will never, ever. It happens here all the time. But you get the messages. All right. Through Crystal, through services, because that's why even through here, every time we speak something, you pick something. These topics we've been saying this all the time. But every time we teach it, you pick something good out of it, isn't it? Yes. That is how a good spirit works. So, try and develop a strong emotional and mental field to attract alien, good spirits, good things around you. Surround yourself with good things. See things. Don't see the things negative, because if life is at Congress working for your highest good. Challenges do come. Don't blame anybody. It happens for a reason. Find a reason and work out your own salvation. Work it out. Don't let people control you. Don't become obsessed with ideas, and don't make yourself vulnerable to be controlled by beings outside. Develop a sense of perception. So, is it good? Is it not good? Okay, let me wait. Always be patient. And seek to know the truth. Seek to know the good in things. That is, seek to see the good. See the good and the divine in all things, or the possible good, because there's always some good somewhere. Sometimes you think, oh, it's not, oh, but maybe immediately you don't see anything happen, but you'll be patient. Somewhere along the line, had this not happened, I wouldn't be here. See, so sometimes it's always good to be patient. So you have to walk around and be conscious of your existence. Conscious living, conscious evolution. Like I said, good spirits do not cause commotion. They will not throw you around. Now, what do you do when when you go to these places of negative influence places, places that you think probably is not right, always try to close your circuit. Always try to close so that people hovering around you, especially, with Ethereans, trust me, beings, sorry, it's not working. It's also having problems. Yes. Beings are always there to make you, they are there, they are just hovering around. So if you close yourself, they will not come. Right? But if you think you are susceptible, you just always close yourself, close your circuit, do something like this. Right? That is, if you think, but trust me, as an Etherean, nobody can take control over you. As an Etherean, nobody can take control over you. No negative spirit, negative influence spirit can control you at all. We are always in a place of light. I had somebody who had to do a business with me in Ghana, and then they said, "Oh, these people are, you can do something to me." And I said to me, "Do you know where I am coming from?" And then all I said to them, you can take a light into a darkened room? I said, "Yes." "Can you take darkness into a lighted room?" And he said, "No." That is all I said to him. And then he just looked at me. I said, "Yes. You cannot take darkness into a lighted room." So, brethren, do not allow yourself to be weakened by ideas, and do not weaken yourself or go to places where you think it can weaken yourself, but build yourself strongly. Have be in control of yourself and have a strong sense of perception. Work it out. Be in control of yourself. And through this, you become the master of your own universe. God bless you.
God bless you.
Now, let us go into the silence for the transformational meditation. Gently allow your eyes to close. I have said so many things. How well did you understand this topic? Possession and obsession. Did it spark a light in your life? And I know it did. What was that light? How is it? How are you using it? Or are you going to use it to bless your life? Allow that to sink in. Sink deeply in your being. That you are using it to enhance your life. Sharing it with those around you. Are you transformed if it has transformed your being, transformed your life, how are you going to use it to transform others? Let this be your decision. Now gently and calmly bring your awareness to this room. Feel your presence here. And you're taking a deep in breath. And as you breathe out, gently allow your eyes to open. God bless you.
God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. We thank our teacher of the day, Brother Kofi Dampare. That was obsession and possession. And I'm very certain as the message went on, we were all evaluating our lives to know where our obsessions are and where our possessions are as well. Some of us, we are obsessed with technology. And then even with technology, we are obsessed with some specific apps on our phones. You know, this new selling platform or, shopping platform. What is it? Temu, isn't it? They will entice you with some offers. I think the other time, my daughter was telling me, Sally was telling her this website, if you buy £25, they will give you vouchers, £70. And then you think when you buy the £25 or whatever, you get the vouchers. And they will tell you, even the vouchers that you get, when you spend £20, they give you £5. When you spend another £30, they give you another £10. So they will do you by the time you realize you are possessed. And then every now and then you open the app. You don't need something from there, but you'll be buying it from them. Obsession and possession is very practical. It happens to us all. Everyone goes through some of these things. And I love it as to how he gave us the practical steps to get out of those scenarios. So now it's time for contributions and then questions. If you want to share your obsession, that's fine. Even the children go through these things. Some of them are obsessed about some celebrities, some particular singers. As young as even 5 years and what have you, some of them are now hooked on to Roblox, among the rest. They are all part of those things that are controlling us. Contributions and questions. Contributions and questions. One thing that I think on this topic, I discovered a certain quote, and it goes like this. It's an unknown quote. Every obsession begins with a whisper of desire and ends as a chain of control. So the idea will come. Oh, let me try this. Yeah, the snake. So the example that he gave, smoking weed, or you go with your friend to the ghetto, and then you try a puff. Oh, feels a little good. Then you go back to the ghetto again. You try another puff. Now it happens from there, and then the next thing you realize, you've become a chain smoker. There are some people, the moment, even if it's cigarette, it comes off their mouth, another one is in there. At that stage, you are possessed. You are possessed. So every obsession begins with a whisper of desire and ends as a chain of control. The same mind that invited it in can command it out through truth, love, and conscious will. So that same mind that invited the idea to come and get hold of you, with that same mind, here in a Ethereum machine will tell you, you need the superconscious mind as well. Because when the divine self comes to its full expression as you can free yourself from these things. Now, there is this particular meditation technology that we use at the first of the first Sunday of every month. We know, isn't it? Which one is that one? Soul awareness and engagement, which helps you to observe the I that is making you do the things that you do. Through soul awareness and engagement, you can equally free yourself from obsessions and possessions as well. Any contribution or questions before we move into worship? God bless you.
I would like to share this about the pot our dear brother said. I know someone who bought this cameo, brand new. She never used it. She was changing her dress. So she started packing her things in a black bag. So unfortunately for her, she thought the cameo was part of the rubbish. She was going to throw them away. She ended up putting them in the trash. After 3 months, while she was unpacking, that's where it came to her that, where are my pots?
Wow.
They were gone. She never used it because she was keeping it for a special day. And she never used it. So sometimes when we buy things, we need to use them before we edit.
It gets quite interesting when you buy them, you don't even use them, and you become so attached to it, you still can't give it away. Yeah, you still can't give it away. That is where it gets very deadly as well. Thank you very much for that contribution. Any more? Got a question, okay.
About the speaking in tongues. I quite remember my grandmother was apostolic.
Is the microphone on, please? Maybe it's not on.
My grandmother was apostolic, typical apostolic, and I quite remember when I was young, we used to go to church every day. But my grandmother and my grandfather, they would be speaking in tongues. The whole church would be speaking in tongues. And as a child, I don't understand it. I said, why? These people are speaking and none of the children also speaking. And when somebody is speaking, somebody will stood up explaining it, translating or explain what the other one is saying. So that one, is it good or not good? I don't understand it because apostolic church, they do speak a lot of tongues. And I got a friend, just now if we said we are praying,
The tongues
will come like
magic.
So are they planning?
Don't you ask your friend?
So,
Okay, go on,
what I
question.
don't understand is about my grandparents, because they speak the tongues and law.
Yeah, I think if they understand it, fair enough. Maybe amongst themselves, probably they understood what they are saying. But I always wonder, do you go to church to speak a different language? Because if you, like you said, if all of them were speaking, maybe in their group, they all know, probably they've created their own. Because I remember when we were in school, there was this boy and a few friends, they created their own language so they could understand it themselves. So if they can also understand what they are speaking, fair enough. But if whatever God is talking to you, Sophie, and God wants to tell you something, is God afraid of you?
No, what I'm saying is maybe I will be speaking the tongues and Kate will be
Translating it. So that's the same thing. That's wherever the message is coming from, right? The language is coming from. Is that source afraid of you? They can speak tree with you. Why does she? Because if you say she wants somebody not tall, not too short, she can say somebody tall, and then the message will be distorted. You get what I'm trying to say? So coming through a different source can make it like the Bible. It's been there for so many years. Since there are so many things that has been distorted till now. You remember that experiment that we used to do here some time ago, when somebody says something and then it goes wrong, by the time it comes back, it's different. So if life or God wants to talk to you, and he goes through this woman, God said omnipotent. How is she going to say omnipotent in tree to you? So they will tell you. So sometimes I think if life wants to bless you, life blesses you. It doesn't go through her. I would say bless, but if a message, you find a message clear, not from somebody that has to translate it to you. Because if it's written in Russian, can you explain it? And there are words in Russian that are not in English or Tree. What are you going to do?
So that means what they're doing in churches is not true.
Can I come in, please? God bless you. You see, from what Brakofe is saying, things, people can make up things. But I also have come to also realize that this is a very old time, like long time ago. It could have been a system generated, because I do believe that if God wants to speak to you, he'll speak to you because you're God yourself anyway. So Spirit can come to you. But there are times that you see people who can also tell you things. Bryce sometimes sees you and tell you, I don't think I want you to marry this person. Okay? Or tells you, oh, you have to go to university, you have to do this, or something. He encourages you with something. At the time, possibly your spirit you are not awakened to a certain level of information. Life through other people can inform you. Or sometimes even your own life's danger can make you think, let me do something. So I think people can also direct us, but it's a direction evolving you. It's an information evolving anyone. Because if they're in the center and somebody can interpret what they're saying, is it evolving anybody, within the church? Is it helping? Or is it things that they've said that has come to pass? And like possession is saying, people can be possessed by things. So for instance, if your I don't know about the church's one, your grandma possessed somebody, and the person is telling you something that grandma knows about. People have found their goals in families because somebody had the experience of a great-grandmother who told them that, gudino, saying it in tree, gudino, ewofimu, like it's in this house, get people, do the right rituals, and go for it from this home. And the home goes for it, and they do get it. I mean, I'm talking from experience, from what my family is experiencing now. Somebody's been directed to a particular place, directing people what has been said, what my part is in this. You understand? And I knew that the voice was right. Anything that makes you forgive, I think is right. anything that is calling the family together, I think the energy was good. So from whatever the person said, I said, this is good. So this is the part for me to play, is to bring everyone together. I would do it. You know? So I do believe that people can guide. But life has not told me yet what to do. But from what they're saying, it makes sense. And by making sense, there's a progression for some of them. You know, within the family that we were directed to do. So yes, I don't know. We can't say everything is evil just because we don't understand it.
That's right.
What you don't know, you don't. You see, don't label what you don't know not right. But if you know it, then it's different. And some fake it. Let those who fake it fake. But let those who are living in truth live with the truth. Because at the end of the day, it's ourselves in life. You know. Yeah. Thank you.
Well, what you also have to understand is some of these things, they begin in a form of indoctrination. Some people have been indoctrinated, and then they have become obsessed, and it has gone into possession as well. Some people think for God to understand their prayers, they have to be able to speak in tongues. So if they don't speak in tongues, it means God did not hear. They have been indoctrinated even to the stage that some people think it's only tongues that the devil does not understand. So someone who has been programmed this particular way will easily just go into murmuring something when they want to pray, even though they themselves, they don't know whatever they are saying. So, as Reverend Asantua said, we can't label things as everything as bad, but have a mind of your own. Have a mind of your own. So if someone is speaking in tongues and they tell you, the interpreter tells you, oh, the person said, when you go home, poison your husband. Yes, that is what he said. The person said in tongues. When you go home, poison your husband. Would you say, oh, that is what the tongue said, so when I go home, so have a mind of your own. That is the most important thing. God bless you.
In the Bible itself, we read on the day of transfiguration, what happened? People were speaking in tongues. But then, the language that was spoken, the people there could understand. Nobody can translate. You see, nobody can translate. I don't know what you are saying. So if somebody standing there and translating and said, it is not true. If Spirit wants to possess somebody to tell us a message, the person will speak in the language that the other person will understand. Simple. You see, sometimes when Guru is praying, he will be calling on some intelligences. And if you don't know, you think he's speaking in tongues. But he's not actually speaking in tongues. He's calling support from other intelligences to come and support. Yes?
Okay. Whole sentence without... Like he rightly said... Yeah. So like he rightly said, indoctrination. So like your friend, as soon as you wanted to pray, she starts praying in tongue, and you will not understand it. And he said, they are programmed to speak so that God will understand.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Some people like because they were speaking, so
let me join in.
I wasn't saying what is probably saying is all stupid, foolish. He himself doesn't understand what he's saying.
See,
he's saying something.
yeah, you see, so that's right.
It's something they learn.
Mm-hmm.
Something they learn.
All right, shall we then go into worship? Bless the Lord, oh my soul, and all that is within me, bless His holy name. Bless the Lord, O my soul, and all that is within me, bless His holy name. He has done great things. He has done great things. He has done great things. Bless His holy name. Yes, God is done great things. God is done greater things, and is continuously doing greater and greater things. Brethren, join me in consciousness as I evoke this power that is ever present as our lives to come and support us as we pray our desires. Oh, from the eastern quarters, I evoke thee by thy holy name, holy, holy, holy Raphael.
Holy.
Come with your renewing energy. Renew us in the fullness of our God essence. Oh, from the southern quarters, I evoke thee by your holy name, holy, holy Michael.
Holy.
Oh, that which transforms. I evoke thee to come with your full transformative and transmutive powers. Transform us to the fullness of our God essence. And from the western quarters, I evoke thee by thy holy name, Gabriel.
Holy.
Oh, you who restores and purifies, come, purify our thoughts, purify our minds, purify everything of us to express our divine essence. And from the northern quarters, I evoke thee by thy holy name, holy, holy Eniel, that which stabilizes. Oh, that which is full of love. Come, soak us in your love, and let His love be our language. Let us love as you love, and let all of you be the full essence of our entire lives. Oh, we are so grateful for your perfect work done in and through us, and so it is.
And so it is.
Amen.
Amen.
Brethren, now just pray for your desires, knowing that God has perfected all that concerns you. God has perfected all that concerns you. Surrender to this power and let it perfect itself as your life. The perfect work is done in and through us. And we are so grateful. We are so thankful. And we embrace the perfect work of God as our lives. And so it is.
And so it is.
Brethren, now we bring this session to an end. So with our next in and out breath, holding it briefly, in the full assurance that God has perfected all that concerns us, we gently allow our eyes to open. God bless you.
God bless you.
A big thank you to everyone for making their way today. Sister Kathy. We thank our teacher for today, obsession and possession. Now we are going home knowing that whatever the case may be, if we are still at the obsession stage, we will work on ourselves to come out so that we won't get into the stage of possession. Thank you so much, Brother Kofi, for that. come Wednesday, we are coming here from 7 p.m. till 8 p.m. for our midweek service, that Crystal service. Crystal service is just an hour service where we come and then we contemplate on another God idea for our lives. I will invite our heavenly streamers, wherever that you find yourself. First of all, we thank you for joining us today as well. And I will invite you to join us on Wednesday for our Crystal service as well. Next week, Sunday, we will be back for another Sunday service. And next week, Sunday, is healing service. Yes. It's come quick, isn't it? Yes, it's come very, very quick indeed. So it means we have to begin our fast from Friday, taking us through all the way till Sunday. We will get you the details and the areas of our healing service very soon, so you'll be able to prepare yourself for that. But as you know, our healing service, we begin with our fast on Fridays, where we abstain from meat, all root food, and alcohol. And when we break our fast, we go with all non-root food. Yes, to keep ourselves light, to be able to experience that energy very well. So be reminded that we are fasting from Friday all the way till Sunday, that we come here to embark upon the healing service. And with greater joy, I would want to announce to you that we know what is just ahead in the corner. Yes, the guru is coming. The man of love is coming. The man who has allowed himself for nature to use as an instrument to awaken all that come his way to their divinity is coming our way once again by mid of November. This time, he's been coming and he's been coming. But I know this time it comes with some different force, because we know we are going to experience him on the 31st night here in the United Kingdom. Yes. Yes. So for the first time, or for another time, we will say we will have those who go to Ghana also stay with us. Yes. They will stay with us. We won't let them go. They will stay with us. We love to have them stay with us. So be reminded that on the 31st, the Guru will be here to take us through the 31st night as well. And he will be here by the mid of January as well. When he comes, he is taking us through some very wonderful teachings. The Christ activation codes. He's done that in Ghana for them. He is coming to do another one here for us. And it's quite interesting. What he does in Ghana, when he comes here, it doubles up. So please be reminded and start fraternizing yourself with us here. And then when he comes, we fully embrace all that Spirit has in store through him for all of us. We would want to welcome our dear sister. She said her name is Mami Anita. Yes. Mami Anita, please rise up for them to see you. Yes. Yesterday, I had a call. Yes, you can tell so that they can see you. Yes, yesterday I had a call. And then she was asking me, where is the church? How can she get here, among other things. I told you to go and do your reviews on Google. She went on Google and she was looking for a church in Mitcham. And Google gave her Ethereum Mission UK. And that is why Mami Anita is here visiting us. I picked her from Croydon and brought her here to come and experience our worship. So what do? We lift our hands towards her and then we give her the Ethereum greetings. I love you, I love you, I love you. Whatever has brought us together is for a higher and a nobler good. And we appreciate you for showing up in our lives. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We welcome you to our abode. And we ask of you to join us every time that your soul tells you to join us. This is a place of love. It's a place of healing, a place that welcomes every soul. And we appreciate you for coming. God bless you.
God bless you.
Yes. So, we all come again Wednesday, and we come again on Sunday for our healing service. Offertory, please. This is a very special tune that the Guru sent to me this morning. So we'll use that as our offertory. Let's go. What? Okay.
There are endless thoughts inside your mind, a world of feelings you can find, sensations bright and color, true, a universe that lives